Now, leave the shoulders down and relax. Slowly, slowly lift the head so it's on top of the horizon. Lift up the arms, inhale and exhale down. And again, up we go. Inhale and exhale down. Take your right arm down and then your left arm down. And again, so down we go to your right and then down to your left. Let's circle around on the right and left. Okay, so side bend right, side bend left. Okay, I'm going to bring these two movements together. So circle round right, side bend right, circle around left, side bend left. That's it. Come up into an upright row position. Elbows are wide, and then just walk around right side to left side. 2 more. 1, and then last one. Bend the knees. Take a lovely deep breath in and out. And again, deep breath in and out. Okay, lower the arms down and then look over your right shoulder and then look to your left shoulder. And as you're turning, now you know what I want you to do. Come over as far as you can now, stretch away and then round to the other side. And then into your center, open your arms and bring your arms forward and back. I'm going to show you the movement because I noticed in classes sometimes some of you are kind of doing this. Yeah, like that. So all I want is a tiny tilt, pelvis tilt, and then open. Just small movement is. And all I am is just rocking my chin just slightly and open. One more time. Round we go. And open. Take your right arm over and then the left arm over. And again, so we go over the top on your right and then over the top on your left. Just roll it down, hands onto the thighs, extension and then into flexion. And again, extension, flexion. Last time. Extension flexion. Now coming into like a little flat back position, and then we're going to rock off side to side. Side to side. 2, 1, into the center, walk through, and then roll up. Vertebrae vertebrae. As you come up to the top, sweep the arms up. And then take the right leg back and then the left leg back. So we're going into the swim legs, yeah? They are swim, so kick back with the heel. It's not actually the kick, actually. It's just a kind of lift from the glute, from the hip. Okay, last 2. 1, and then 2. Now settle your weight through to both feet. Placing your hands onto the tummy ball, a nice deep breath into the nose and out through the mouth. Think about when you're on an in-breath, think about taking the breath mainly into the chest cavity and the belly, and then the rest of the air that's left around the rest of your body. Okay? So mainly into these 2 areas, let it sweep around the rest, pick up any tension or turbulence in those areas, and as you find that turbulence, breathe it away. Alright, so inhale and finding that disturbance and release it from your body. And in and right into your body and then release. Nice exhalation. I want you to release the arms down beside you. Circle back on the right and then come down into a side bend. And then your side down here. And then into your side bend. And again, round, side 5 rounds. I'm just going to release the left arm and then the opposite leg. Now, as you're lifting and lowering, every time you take that foot away from the floor, just put a little bit of pressure in, you're connecting to the core muscles. Yeah, so that little movement there. Now, as you're thinking about the core muscles and what this area will be, lovely and strong. Okay, I'm going to change my direction. I'm just going to take it to the side. Keep it all very low key, very low key. And remember those swim legs that we did. All right, so we're just going to push back. Tiny little lift. Yeah, tiny lift. And then standing up nice and tall, we're going to sweep the right leg around and then the left leg around. Round on the right and round on the left. Let's go back. So it's 1 and 2 to the side. 3 and 4. Take it back. 5 and 6. Sweep it around on the right into a rotation. Leave it here and bring it back. Yeah, to the other side. Sweep it around 1 there and 2. Yeah. Okay, roll it down. If you need a wall or a door to hold on to as you're doing that, then you do so. So you come away and through. 2 more. Coming away into an extension, and then as you come up into a flexion, guys, I want you to lift the right arm, keep the left arm down, and go into a little baby back extension. Yeah. And then the other side. Push back, and then both arms together. So you come back and through, baby back bend, and then one more time, lift and through, baby back bend. Okay, now as I go into, I'm going to go into a little forward lunge, not a proper lunge, it's just a step, all right, and back. That's it. It's like a little step into it and back. As I do, I'm going to come back into that back extension. There we go. So push. Notice I'm taking my opposite arm. Why don't we try both arms? Let's just start putting a plan together. All right, start our plan. As we go. And again. Now I'm going to change the arms into a lateral flexion. Over the top. And the other side. Over the top. Over the top. And then over. And then rotation. So you go out to the side. And then out. So think about the movement that's going on. My arms are rotating my thoracic spine. And every time I move my legs, I'm tilting the pelvis, yeah? We've got lots going on here. Last time. And 2. All right, tap forward on the right, left arm. 1. And 2. To the side. 3. And then 4. Tap it back. 5. And 6. Then external rotation. And then into rotation. The other side, external, and then internal, round. And then lunge it forward on your right. Let's just do that single arm into that back extension. So I'm kind of just, rather than just, it's difficult to show you because I want to keep my eyes on the camera, but I'm ending up just gazing up towards my hand, yeah? And then both arms. 1 and 2. Should we do a lateral flexion over the top? 1, over the top, 2, and again, 3, and 4. In rotation, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Give me a knee lift, right, 1, to the other side. 3. And 4. Now let's go into that lateral abduction, out into abduction. That's it. Again, and then into your hip extension. Okay? So now, rather than a tap, we're going out and through. Okay, and then you're going to do an external rotation and an internal rotation and a calf raise. Lift and lower. The other side. External rotation, internal rotation. Lift and lower. Lower it down. Thread like a needle 3 times. So for 1, and then up. And then 2, and up. 1 more time. And 3. That's it. Now hand down onto the side. Let's roll it up. And then you're going to drop your shoulders back and down. You're going to open the arms. And remember, a little tilt forward. Yeah? Look how small it is. Yeah? Round we go. And open. That's it. Round we go. And open. Let's take the right arm over. And then the left arm over. Okay, and again. Right arm over. And then the left arm over. Let's roll it down to do 3 thread like a needle on my left arm. 1. And lift. And 2. And lift. Remember, open the shoulder as much as you can. 3. And lift. Okay, hand down and let's roll it up. Now you're going to take the arms open and you're going to bring it forward for 1. You're going to do 1 more. And then you're going to take the left arm over to the right. Over the top and over the top. Again, 2 scoops. So 1. Just really puts you off, doesn't it? Then you've got to put your left arm over first. And then your right. Okay, bring your hands together, push them away. Lift to the top, pull back on those shoulders. Now, instead of opening the arms, bring them all the way down. Yeah? And again, so you lift up, pull back, and then bring it all the way down. And again, lift up, push back, and lower down. 1 more time, lift up, push back, and lower down. Now you're going to do a little halo around the top of your head, yeah? Around your head again, the other side. Round we go. And again, round we go. 1, last time, and then 2. Now from here, lift all the way up. Push back on those shoulders. 1 halo right. Taking the arms down, lift up, push back, and 1 halo left. Hands down to the side of it. Now roll it down. Again, vertebrae by vertebrae. As low as you can come there, guys. And then when you're there, take your right hand and left hand over the right side, and then over the left side. And again, over we go right. And then over we go back. Let's roll it back up. In your own time. Own time. And then just a little pedal push through those feet, yeah? So I'm lifting and lowering through those heels. Yeah? Lift and lower. So loosening off. That's what we're doing that, yeah? 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Drop that heel down. Take the arms up. Inhale and exhale down. And again, up we go. Inhale and exhale. Okay, that's exactly where I wanted to be today. So I want longer on the floor. All right, so we've got about 25 minutes down on the floor. So get your mat out. Get our mat out. And we're going to do side lying. Right, and we're going to do prone, and we're going to do seated. So all the things that I always run out of time, we never get to do. Right? So I'm going to get them done with you in this class today. Right, so I'm going to drop my camera and grab a drink, guys, if you want to. Bring my mini ball over as well. Let's begin. Right, so again, positioning obviously depends on where you are in your room. So when we come down on a side lying, I'm going to be lying, so if my head is at one way and feet are at the other, if you can be in the same position as me, it breaks is easier then for leg lifting, etc. But anyway, let's just talk about that when we're down. So let's just roll it down. Let's roll down. And just allow your head to relax. Crown of your head towards, and then walk away. Hold it there. Okay, now we are going to drop down onto the knees, but we're not going to stay down on the floor for a moment, right? We're going to come back into a child's pose. Let's go to a stretch first. We're going to stretch. Okay. Now, I want to do something with you that we discussed on the video about isometric exercises. Your newsletter, it will be in tomorrow, right, when you receive it. So I want you to come forward into a plank position. Right? Now, a plank position is brilliant for upper body strength and core strength as well. So in this plank position, all I want you to do is, you're not here, you're lowering down. So there we go. In this plank position, I want you to squeeze the muscles in the tummy. Right? That's all I want you to do. That's concentrate on drawing it to the muscle. Now, this is what we call, when we hold a position like this, and we're on all our exercises, I talked to you about it, about isometric. Yeah? So where we build tension in the muscle and it holds up blood supply there. Right? Now, if you're going to make it a little bit harder, this is what the BBC suggested. This is their plank. All right, this is what they suggested. And if you were listening out on the news or you were listening to the Jeremy Vine show, just because I'm talking, guys, I want you to hold the plank. I'm trying to distract you. They want people, general public, yeah, not just people who are new to exercise or advanced, everybody, to hold this position for 2 minutes. Can you imagine, guys? I mean, I class myself super fit. Yeah, I do a lot of work. But this is hard. Yeah? I'm going to hold us here for a minute. Now, I've been talking for most of it, so we haven't got that long left. But this is what I want you to do with your homework this week. I want you to do planks. This is just one exercise. And I want you to hold it as long as you can, right? So they want you to get to 30 seconds. Now, when we're holding this position, you're really concentrating on the muscles in the tummy and you are pulling them in and in. Now, I know you're in your own home and I know it's much easier to drop to the floor and say, oh, I'm not doing any more of that. I'll go for a cup of tea. But try with me, yeah? I'm going to hold you here 30 seconds longer. We have been 1 minute and 40 seconds. All right, by the time I hold you here, another 30 seconds. Hold it. Hold it. Okay. 15 seconds. So this position, guys, you've held it here for 1 minute and 40. You've only got another 20. I'm going to do this, I've got time. But you only got another 20 seconds and drop. Wow, that is so hard, yeah? So this is what they want. This is where you hold a position. Okay, take your toes under, lift up, coming into your calf stretch, head or push the feet. This is where this is all about, is holding the position in isometric. The blood gathering in that muscle, right? The blood gathering. And then when you move the muscle, yeah, you move your body again and walk your hands in and stand up. And when you move the muscle, you then get that blood pressure, you know, circulating around the body. You're going to find a wall next, right? Come and find a wall. You're going to find a wall. This is the second exercise on BBC. Now, the wall sit, right? You're going to find a wall. No, you can't see my head, but we're going to slide down the wall together. All right, we're going to slide down. So back against the wall. Okay. Now you're going to pretend a chair. You're going to sit down on a chair. This is what we call the wall sit. Again, the link is coming out to you tomorrow on the BBC. So there's your wall sit. Okay? So what I'm doing, I'm sitting, so my knees are in line with my ankles, and I'm sitting in an imaginary chair. See that? Yeah? Now I did this earlier in my sky sit class, right? And this is what some of them are doing. Now I can stay here, well, I can do 10 minutes with you here, guys, easy. You know? I know you can sit in here. But this isn't a seat. A seat is here. Yeah? So, BBC, thank you. They want 2 minutes in this position. Okay, 2 minutes. So, we're not going to do 2 minutes. I'm not going to manage 2 minutes. And I lose so much weight. My legs are super strong. But this, again, is so hard. Now, you're pressing against the wall. Another thing that I noticed they were doing was this. Right? You can put your hands on your thighs, yeah? But you're not doing this, yeah? Take your hands away if you need to, all right? If you're tempted to hold on. Now, we've already done 45 seconds. Let me do a 30-second, another 30. Let's get over the minute. Let's get over it. And it's great as well. Remember this in the days of when we used to go skiing, I think years ago. And they would tell you not to do these things, get super fit to go skiing. And if you are skiers, you might end up doing this yourself anyway. Okay, hold, and it's great for knee strengthening as well, Laura. It's great stuff here. Hold it, hold, 15 seconds. Oh, breathe, breathe. Push away. And open your legs nice and wide, coming over to your right side, and then to your left side. So what I'm now doing is circulating the blood around the body. And this is what is going to lower blood pressure, right? So if you've got a tendency, you or somebody you know, you haven't got to do this exercise now. It's just getting the body moving. And now with the blood circulating around the body, it lowers the blood pressure. Okay, so there's your homework. Okay. All right, I'm going to come up into a standing. I'm going to bring myself back to the side of the mat. Plank, wall sits. They're in your newsletter tomorrow. All right, roll it down, roll down, roll down, roll down. Hands away from you. Drop down onto your knees. Coming into an extension. And then into a flexion. Lower into your extension. And flexion. Okay, I'm going to go straight into a side line, but not straight away. All right, so I'm going to bring myself around into like I'm sitting in a seated position, side seated position. Yeah? My hand is down here, down palm, hand down in line with the shoulder, and my legs are just into a folded position, one on top of the other. I'm going to take my left hand and I'm just going to bring it down and across the body. Right? So I've got this stretch here through the waist. Yeah? So I'm going to turn it into a modified side plank. All right. So we're going to build it up. So as I lift, I can lift my hips away. As I lower, I close. As I lift, I take the hips away. So I'm in a modified side plank. Yeah. And then lower. Now, if you want to make it harder, I can take it away and extend the arm, extend the leg, hand in, and lower down. And again, up, up, build it up the mountain. Up we go, high, and then down. One more time. Up, 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 We've elevated completely. And then lower. Let's come down. I'm sorry. Let's come down. I'm going to place our head onto our back. Take the top leg away from you, and then just lift and lower. Now this leg, nice and simple to begin with. I want you to, as you lifting and lowering, this hip here is directly on top of your bottom hip. So again, no rotation. So you're not pushing your hip in, and you're not doing this either. And the moment you turn onto the fleshy part of your hip, I now don't feel it any longer on the inside. Oh, sorry, on the outside of my thigh. So I'm going to lift and lower. Okay, and again, lift and lower. Now, if you want to make it harder, push the bottom leg away. So now, because there's less of you on the floor, the harder it is, yeah? Harder it is. Lift and lower. And again, so lift and lower. Last time. Now we're going to lift. And as we lower it, we're going to bend the leg. I'm going to place it just on the floor. I'm going to lift up onto my forearms. It's more comfortable, that's why, ladies. I'm going to hold on to my foot. Yeah, hold on here. And then I'm going to lift and lower the bottom leg. Yeah. Lift and lower. Now, if you want to, you can come down. Yeah, you can come down. I don't know if you can touch my ankle there. I have to come up to do that. So you're going to lift and lower. It's wherever you're most comfortable. So we've worked the outside of the thigh and now the inside of the thigh. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 2 more. 1 and 2. Okay. Lovely. Bring that top leg over. Okay. And then bring the arm over the top. Now you're in a lovely long position. And you're going to lift up. So you're going to lift the upper body slightly and then come down towards the knee. Yeah. And again, you can hardly get off the ground. Yeah. It's so hard to reach there. You're pressing into that arm that's on the floor. 2 more. Lift up and over. Squeeze. Into the waist. So it's again a modified side plank. Over. So peel the waist. But this area here, bringing it up away from the floor. Let's roll it over onto your back. All right, coming onto your back and see to wheel down a little bit. Okay. All right, so let's take the hands at the side of the head. Get comfortable. With here. Okay. The hands at the side of the head. My knees are bent, and I'm just going to begin some ab curl preps. Nice and basic. Nice and basic. So because we've got a lot of time now, we'll actually haven't got lots of time. It always goes so quickly. Let's just do some combinations. As I lift up, I'm going to extend my leg away. Yeah? And again, so extend. So I lift and then I extend again. So elbows nice and wide. And again. Take the feet, soles of the feet together. Lift up. Take your arms away from your head. Stretch down towards your feet. Hands at the side of your head and lower back down. And again, so lift up. Stretch away. Hands down. In. And lower. And again, lift up. Push away. In. And lower. One more time. So up, push away, in, and lower. Take your feet back onto the floor. Take your little mini ball now and press it underneath you. Yeah? So it's now at the back of the pelvis. Open your arms because they're now going to become your stabilizer. You're going to lift up to a tabletop. Let's get the tabletops right, and then we can take both legs up and then start to work on it. Okay. And it's like a tabletop march, yeah? We call it a tabletop march. There we go. Again, we've been doing Pilates together for quite some time now, and imagine now, ladies, this for you, you're feeling pretty good, yeah, pretty good. As long as you've got the technique right and you're not coming up any higher. Okay, now let's try together. 1, 2. Now notice both legs into tabletop. Nothing moved here, did it? Nothing moved there. So I'm going to tap down, and I'm going to tap down on the other side. That's it. So I'm doing a little tap down, and then tap down. Okay, now I'm going to want this to end up being a leg extension, all right? So I'm going to show you a leg extension, and I'm going to show you a great way to get there, all right? So instead of going into a leg extension, and in, yeah, and then the other side, what we could do to get there, so we prepare the body, we can tap down 1, 2, 3, extension, and in, yeah? So you're gradually building up to it. 1, 2, 3, extension, and in. Let's shorten it a little bit. 1, 2, extension, in. 1, 2, extension, in, yeah? So 1, lengthen. So when you do that step, try to go further. 1, 2. So you're almost got a straight length, yeah? And again, so 1, 2. And if you've got limited room like me, then you can't go very far. 1, 2. Push and in. Lovely. Open through those arms. You're going to come in, knees into the chest, lift to the ceiling. Okay. Right. Now, got this position, so knees into the chest and push away to the ceiling. Now, again, it's like that tabletop that we did from the floor up. Yeah. Now, if we keep doing knees in and then legs to the ceiling, yeah, I think we can do 100 of these. Right? This feels good, but we wouldn't be able to do 100 if we do that. All right. So I'm activating our core muscles harder by taking the legs away. So this is where I would prefer it, ladies. I know I'm not in my room, in your room with you. I would prefer to be. You would be. Even if you're away from the ceiling a little bit, you know, just a little bit, engage more, so your muscle recruitment far more than it's that. Yeah. So in and push. So the lower you come, the harder it is. I want you to do 4 of your best. So in and push. In and push. You've got 2 more. In and push. This is your last one. I want you to push the legs to the ceiling. Push it to the ceiling. Yeah, push them to the ceiling. Lovely. Now lower them down, and I want you to stop at that position where you're going to hold it. Right? You're going to hold it. You're not going to move it. You're not going to lift them. You're not going to lower them. Right? You're going to leave it where it is. Hold it there. Hold that position. You have 2. No, I'm joking. Not 2 minutes. You've got 30 seconds. Hold it there. Remember, isometric. Muscle tension building up. All the blood now is staying in this area. So we're changing quicker in our body. 100% isometric rather than repetition. Yeah? The muscle has to work so much harder. in this static position. Okay, are we ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet down onto the floor, rise up away from your ball, give yourself a lovely hip bridge there. Tension, squeeze the muscles in the bottom, take your ball away from you, vertebrae by vertebrae coming down onto the mat. Taking your hands to the back of your thighs, lift up, squeeze around the legs. Okay, hand to the side of the head. Are we ready? We come down and we lift. Yeah, and again, down. Now, let's build it up, shall we? Let's build it up. So let's come down. As we lift up, modified side lift up. So I'm just lifting my hips away from the mat. Down we go, and across. And lift. Now the next one, should we open it out even further? Right? Open it out even further. So as you open, you're going to lift up and extend that arm away. And then you're going to close it down. And again, extend it away. We're going to do one more. So 2 more. Let's make it 4. Down we go. Open out, hold it there, and then in and down. One more time, open and lift, and lower down. Okay, come down onto the mat, head onto the arm, lift the top leg away, and then lift and lower. That's it, lift and lower. As you're lifting and lowering, ladies, we're going to start to slide this other leg away. Now, if you don't want to, you want to stay here, then that's fine, because most importantly, it's this area here, your powerhouse, that its hips are on top of one another. Okay, so I'm going to take that bottom leg away only when I'm ready. If I'm feeling too wobbly, I'm going to leave it there. All right, leave it there. Okay, so lift and lower. And again, lift and lower. And again, lift and lower. Now you're going to come up onto your forearm. You're going to bring that ankle over, hold on to it, and then lift and lower. Now, if you don't want to be in this upright position, again, it's a personal choice. Then you can come back down onto the mat and then just lift and lower, right? It's whatever works for you. And if you've got bony hips like me, this is quite uncomfortable. You might want to put a cushion underneath you, right? A little cushion underneath you. Right, 2 more. 1. And 2. Now lower, lower, over the top. Yeah, so long body. It's like a long body stretch on our side. I'm going to lift the top arm and I'm going to stretch up towards the knee. So I'm taking my waist as much as I can away from the floor. Yeah. And again, even when I lie down, I still want that space. Yeah, I still want my space. Up and over and squeeze. And one more time. And up and over and squeeze. Lovely. Bring those knees back into a fetal position. Hands and hands. Open your door. Open behind you and close. Yeah, and again. Open behind you, open that shoulder, and close. Right. Press your hands into the floor, coming up, bring your legs around you, coming down onto the other side, and then do an open door the other way. So open door. We're just going to do 2, and then we're going to come into a seated position. That's it. Open. Okay. Now bring yourself up, press into the floor, into a seated position. Take your mini ball and place behind you. From there, arms away, and then come back into your half a roll back. It's going so quick, this lesson. I said we're going to do most of it on the floor today, which we have done, and it's just a real tonic sometimes, isn't it, to do more floor work than standing. As much as I love standing work, it's great for functional, whereas traditional Pilates classes are all on the floor. Yeah, all of it, the whole hour is on the floor. Okay, let's do a bow and arrow, where with fitness Pilates, what about functional work? Because we're trying to replicate the days that we have. Yeah? When I think about what's going to go on for the rest of the day, we're not going to be sitting down all day. You know, my day is definitely maybe too many hours at the computer. Somewhere in between today, I got to walk the dog when it doesn't rain, and I got to cut the grass. There's a lot of jobs to do that are standing up. And again, back we go. Last one. Go back and lift. And just do a little bit of knee strengthening. Cross the hand. Stretch the right leg away. Stretch the left. Now I'm pushing back into the ball. I'm into an isometric contraction here. Yeah, the muscle is stationary. And fibers are linked, the sarcomeres, yeah? So when they're into contraction, they go in together, yeah? It's like a gate. And when they lengthen, they open. So right now, they're here. You know, your muscle fibers, your sarcomere is right here. Yeah. Right into the core muscles. Okay, let's go into a little frontal plane. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2. So you see what I'm doing? Distraction. So they want 2 minutes on each isometric exercise. Well, they didn't say every exercise, they said planks and wall sits. But we can build up on our time through other areas of our body. You know, it's not just all down to the easy thing, planks and wall sits. We can do anything we want to. And next week, when we're using our weights, you'll definitely be doing isometric. Okay, one more time. Down, over, in, and lift. Woo! Take those legs away from you, arms, and stretch forward. And take your hands back and open your chest. One more time. Now interlace your fingers and then just walk down. So look into your lap. Okay. Hands behind you. Open the chest for a moment. Just a quick stretch here. Then relax the shoulders. Bring those legs in and then just rock it over. Yeah, I want you to just rock the hip side to side. Okay, now bring it over and then hold that knee down towards the floor. Yeah. And then the other side, as far over as you can. Hold it down towards the floor. From there, take your right ankle over into your left knee, your right ankle on left knee, and then just bring that left foot into so you've got that stretch there. Glutes. Relax. Maybe a little shake. And then the other side. Okay. Bring it in. Walk that foot in towards you. And then hold that stretch. Then we talked about stretch reflex, where you get the tension into the muscle. And then when you find the tension, and I know probably all of us got the tension here, we can then bring in a bit down if you want to go into do that then. Okay, let's take it round, over onto all fours, tuck under and lift up. Nice little calf stretch here. Then when you're ready in your own time, guys, walk in and then roll it up.